Tyrese Maxey has been handed over the reins as the lead guard alongside Joel Embiid, and he hasn't just exceeded the expectations that a lot of people have had for him throughout his career so far. He legitimately looks like one of the best guards in the NBA. So in this video, I want to take a look at the start to the season that Tyrese Maxey is having and all of the signs that point to the idea that Tyrese Maxey is a star in the making. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. The holidays are here, and I know for a lot of people that means they're going to be traveling to visit family. Now, if you're an NBA League Pass subscriber, one of the drawbacks is dealing with local market blackouts that you might run into. That's why I'm really excited to be working with NordVPN, because they make it super easy to stay connected to your favorite teams so that you never miss a game. But also, I love the fact that NordVPN helps keep me safe while I'm on the internet. There's all sorts of stuff that you have to worry about on the internet today. Malware, advertising, trackers. But NordVPN takes care of all of that for you. Now, the folks over at NordVPN are offering an exclusive deal to you guys. If you sign up for NordVPN using my link in the description or down below in the comments, you can get 4 months free on your 2-year plan when you sign up. It's completely risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Be sure to sign up using my link in the description or down below and get 4 months extra on your 2-year plan. Once again, thank you so much to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. Tyrese Maxey is the first player under the age of 24 to average 28 points and 7 assists on 40% shooting from 3 over the first 10 games of the season in NBA history. He has been a perfect complement alongside Joel Embiid, with the two having a really strong two-man game built around things like Joel Embiid initiating dribble handoffs that set Maxey up to attack the rim using that ridiculous foot speed. When defenses are dropping against these handoffs, Maxey can attack space inside the arc and then seamlessly flow into step backs, which he's been money on so far this year. The ability to do so much damage coming off of these DHOs makes it to where Maxey can reject them when his defender overcommits to trying to follow him over these screens, and it creates another problem for the defense to solve. If you try to fight over the screen, he's going to leave you in the dust on his way to the rim, but if you go under the screen, then he's going to make you pay from range. This two-man game not only helps Embiid continue to play at such a high level and also unlock a new height as a playmaker, but it's also resulted in Tyrese Maxey legitimately looking like a star. This should give you some perspective on just how good Maxey has been as a scorer coming off of handoffs this year. He's been the second most efficient scorer in the NBA on handoffs, behind only Steph Curry. Speaking of Steph, one of the most interesting things about Maxey's game is the fact that his game is riddled with Steph's influence. One thing that we've known for years now is that Steph is an absolute menace to try and defend off ball. He's got insane endurance, and his constant movement in Golden State's motion-heavy offense makes it to where he can wear his defenders down, trying to chase him all over the floor until he's finally able to get into open space to get a pass to shoot. Maxey is very similar in that regard, usually covering an insane amount of ground on any given possession, trying to create some separation from his defender. This play is a great example. The action they're going to run involves Maxey making what's called an Iverson cut, which is a horizontal cut from one wing to the other, usually receiving screens at both elbows on the way. Now, Nembhard's going to look back and see Beverley making the pass to Harris, making him think he's in the clear with Maxey now on the weak side of the floor. But once Maxey gets to the other side, he's going to take off towards the basket on the screen from House, and he's going to lose Nembhard entirely, and Harris is going to feed him for the finish. The Sixers run the same thing here, but Maxey's being defended by the ridiculously athletic Ausar Thompson, yet Maxey is still able to create a mountain of separation once he turns the corner on this screen, and the slick feed's going to get him 2 points on the goaltending call. On this baseline out of bounds play, Maxey's going to be setting a wedge screen for Harris, and he's going to slip it and get a screen from Paul Reed so that he can curl out to the perimeter. And it leaves the defense with pretty much no time to react, and he's going to drill the mid-range jumper. Maxey makes his defenders work extra hard to stay near him, and it doesn't just make the lives of his teammates a lot easier when he's constantly finding ways to get open for them, but it also creates easy looks for him, which makes it pretty unsurprising that he's insanely efficient as a scorer. Now, when I say that Maxey is constantly moving while he's on the floor, that's not something that's just based on vibes. As a matter of fact, there are 137 players in the NBA that have played at least 7 games so far this season and that are averaging at least 25 minutes a game. Of those 137 players, the player covering the most distance on a nightly basis so far on offense is none other than Tyrese Maxey. Anytime a player is able to unlock a new level of their scoring ability like Maxey has, it opens up the door for them to take on an increased playmaking burden due to their ability to create advantages that lead to high percentage looks, and obviously with the departure of James Harden, Maxey was next in line to be that facilitator. The Maxey-Embiid pick and roll has become so dangerous because not only do you have the threat of a prolific scoring big man from all areas of the floor in Joel Embiid, but now you have Tyrese Maxey as the ball handler, a guy that's able to blow by you off a screen to get to the rim, or get into space on the perimeter to knock down a shot. Now, part of this is a testament to how amazing this two-man game is between them, but it's also a testament to how bad the Wizards are right now. But in the third quarter of their most recent matchup, the Sixers were just spamming these empty side pick and rolls with Maxey and Embiid, and the Wizards had absolutely zero answer for how to stop it. With two guys as good as they are, you're just going to end up picking your poison and living with whatever happens. Even if you defend Embiid and Maxey effectively like the Raptors do here, with 𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙪 shutting down the pass to Embiid on the roll and Scottie stepping in to shut down the drive, it's still going to leave 𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙪 open on the baseline, and Maxey's going to be able to thread it through for 2 points. Look at how the Suns are going to defend this pick and roll between Maxey and Paul Reed. They're going to trap Maxey way up high because they know he can either get separation for a three or he can explode towards the paint off of the screen. But Maxey has evolved into a strong enough of a passer that he can make reads like this on the short roll for Reed to capitalize. Even in the situations where he's off ball and attacking off the catch, his ability to collapse defenses creates openings for Embiid to do the same so that he can create good looks for himself. He can flip the switch between supporting play finisher / second side creator and primary option seamlessly. While I don't think he's going to be doing a ton of creation in the long mid-range area simply because he's fast enough not to really spend a whole lot of time there, the fact that he has such a lethal floater game creates a lot of problems for the defense. His quickness and ability to pop at any given moment to put up a floater and knock it down at a high level makes him pretty tough to guard. If you play him too tight, he's going to snake by you to get to the rim, but if you sag off him too much, he's just going to be able to stop and pop in that in-between area. Now, a big part of why Maxey has been able to be unlocked to this extent has a lot to do with how Nick Nurse has been putting him in positions to succeed. If we look at his play type frequency over the past few years, the big things to notice are the fact that his handoff frequency has more than doubled so far this year, and his spot up frequency has been cut in half. It's almost like Tyrese Maxey is too good of a player to be getting 25% of his reps as a spot up shooter, but apparently Doc Rivers thought otherwise. Obviously, they had the Harden trade to navigate, which was inherently going to force Maxey to take a back seat, but it's still mind-blowing to me how little of an emphasis was made to try and get the most out of Maxey and the success that he was still able to have despite that. Fortunately, Nick Nurse clearly understands how to put him in positions to succeed, and this is by far the most complete the Sixers have looked in a long time, and it's showing up in the win column. Everything that we've seen from Maxey honestly doesn't just make him a threat to be a perennial all-star caliber player. I think most projections about his upside have been just simply too low. He's already this good and he just turned 23 years old. If this level of play is sustainable, there's really no telling how good he can be. This very well could be just the beginning for him. So do you guys think that Tyrese Maxey is having an all-star level season? What seed do you think the Sixers are going to finish as with Maxey playing like this? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Once again, huge thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. If this is your first time here and you enjoyed this video and you want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you never miss another video. As always, huge thank you to my patrons for helping support the channel and make videos like this possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.